Ayojo Aho Mtifafa name fome Amesi Yesef Obuga Yesra Yehye Wezan Hashtag nobody Me D-discipline is the highest honor. D-discipline is the highest honor form. Stick with me on this one. It's going to get deep. I'm going to start with a quote from the good book in the original, or what I like to call the root language, the true tongue, what has become called or referred to as Hebrew, but is not. I digress, we may progress. I will explain what I am saying in my native tongue later. Nyasan fue como je fue ye didi nyate fue tona lufiama eye de chocho le lufiama eye yama lolo Today I was picking up a delivery, and there were some ladies complimenting me on my appearance and how I carried myself. The manager, she asked, two sisters, but she asked, what's your rank? And I said, platinum. And like, we know. But, AKA you would say that they were flirting with me. Now, something I'm used to. I don't know, a lot of men may not be used to that type of energy for whatever reason, but I get it, that type of energy for a number of reasons, but I'm going to show a very important one. And, there are a number of masculine cues, but there's a very, very important one. I feel like I shouldn't have went this way, and I'm going this way anyway, but I feel like I shouldn't have went this way. I've committed to it now. Kafla. Now, the flirting happens despite the ring. Well, I feel like I am going the wrong way right now. I'm going to course correct so that my bad, brother. That my mind doesn't have to deal with what I see coming. Wise man sees evil coming and hides himself. So I can focus on what I'm saying to y'all instead of that. I feel like y'all can hear that. I don't think you can, but just so I can hear myself. So the $1 million question, the age-old question that men can't seem to figure out, what is it that is so desirable about a married man? Is it just the forbidden fruit? What is it? Well, I had a revelation, a revelation of exactly what that is today. And I'm going to share that revelation with you, the people. I thought to myself, well, what is it? What is it that is so attractive? Because it's like when you're single, you can't find a broad, right? As soon as you get into a relationship, boom, seems like they come out the woodwork. Performing what I just said in the Roots language is the answer. But let me give it to you before I refer to that verse, the English, as far as the concept here. Let me break this down for you. I said, you know what it is? Because you look at the way I carry myself, keyword, carry myself. About my business, I'm structured. I am disciplined. I'm disciplined. Many men are not disciplined. A male has a penis. A man can control it. A male has a penis, but a man can control it. Discipline for me. When you are in a relationship, not just boyfriend and girlfriend, unless someone finds out about it, right? Kind of on the lower side. But when they see the ring, this is a masculine cue of discipline. And here's the second one that we've truly lost. Commitment. Discipline and commitment for me. And I was thinking to myself, married men are really getting bashed now by this modern generation. Like it's something to be laughed at, and they're unhappy and all this garbage, to be honest with you. And I get it, because there's a lot of garbage out there that goes as far as, marriages go. There are a lot of sexless marriages, simping, and all that garbage goes on. But there's a large portion that is what you would call satisfied or happy, however you want to categorize that. But the thing that I want to hearken to is what I just said. We praise men. One of the highest honors, one of the most admirable things that you see in men, from men, the accolade is discipline. Well, why is that discipline not praised when it comes to a married man? Why is that commitment to his discipline, that mastery, not attributed to a married man? Again, that's a different conversation. Comes with a lot of different stigmas, assumptions, and the degradation of the union that we have partaken in, however you want to, play boo out. But my point, as I said in the older post, y'all should honor me. It's an honor. I'm talking about the real thing. Just like the high value man is a real thing, you can't mimic that level of productivity. Well, you can't mimic that level of discipline. You see, my ability to only have one woman is just as honorable as your ability to have more than one woman. That's some high level game for you. I don't have a problem with either. It's your choice. You have to understand these standards. The standard of marriage, the institution of marriage, the honor of marriage is upheld by the culture. We've taken the institution of marriage outside of it just for simple understanding purposes. The biblical context And once you remove it from its biblical context, which is actually an African cultural context, which has, again, standards of morality around it, it loses its meaning, value, and impact, aka its honor. And if the world understood this, instead of trying to push all these different tribes into the exact same culture, is the melting pot of Babylon that you have today, then there would be peace. But you're trying to impose and superimpose all of these different tribal customs on everyone, and it doesn't work. These are the levels to these things. Now, me getting back to the real deal, I am probably in the top 1% of men when it comes to the discipline and commitment. Paperwork, okay? I did not have sex until I got married. Mic drop. I've only ever been in sexual intercourse with one woman. Mic drop. You should see the look on men's faces when I tell them that, looking them straight in the eyes, because men can tell if you're BSing or not. And everyone that knows me know I'm not BSing. Because of what? That man immediately goes, wow, that's a level of discipline that speaks for itself. This brother is on a different level when it comes to his ability to commit and discipline himself. Well, for me, this is what females find attractive. You see, discipline requires sacrifice, and commitment requires your choice. What I said in the beginning, the beginning of wisdom, the beginning of her is the desire for discipline, and the care of discipline is love. Well, she, for me, is discipline. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17. The female is supposed to embody the spirit of wisdom. Therefore, her desire, her natural desire in her true state is for discipline. You cannot have a household, you cannot have a woman without an environment, a structure of discipline. And therefore, she is attracted to it. The choice, the commitment, which is what men lack, the inability to commit. And this is why in Hebrews 13:4 it says what? Bubu nano salondedema le ameo cantandome. Marriage is honorable in all. This is what these verses are referring to for me. The discipline and commitment is what is honorable. You don't have to choose just one, but your ability to choose just one is where the honor comes in. And no matter what you do, nothing is just one. You make a choice to play for one team. You make a choice to play one sport. You make a choice to sacrifice for that sport. You make a choice in what car you want. You choose one. This is discipline. You can't have it all. You could eat everything, but you don't. That's what's being talked about when say marriage is honorable, and that is what should be praised. I'm out of time. I hope that this revelation has as much impact on you as it did me. And maybe, just maybe, it will save and impact a few. Try to Pow!